today I want to talk about this. What is this? So these are kind of plastic inner tubes for your tires, and they have mainly three advantages. And I want to go through all of them so that you can. They're more expensive, so you have to make sure that it's right for you and that these advantages are also something that are important for you. So the first thing is that these are very lightweight. Of course, for the weight weenies, it's important. Of course, latex tubes are also lightweight, but these are about as light. And so when you put them in your tires, in your wheels, it will be, of course, less heavy, but also the one you carry as a spare also will make, less weight. How much of that? Well, probably about 50 grams per tube or something like that. So 50 times 3 if you carry a spare, that's 150 grams. So that's quite significant for the change of, they're somewhere like maybe 3 times more expensive as a butyl tube. So that's the first advantage. If this is important for you, it's definitely worth looking at them. The second advantage is puncture resistance, and this is amazing. I've been using them for about 2.5 years now. These are the orange ones, are tubeless. They're made in Austria, and they were the first ones on the market. They claim a 2 times improvement in puncture protection. If you buy, Pirelli also makes some, they're yellow. Basically, that's the main difference between the two. And if you see an orange valve poking out of a rim, you know it's a tubeless. So these are puncture resistant. And to be honest, riding both in Kuwait and here in Canada, I have barely any punctures anymore. The only punctures I get are from these very small, like needle shape, leftovers from tires that will go slowly through the rubber of the tire and then get to the tube. And I got a couple of punctures, maybe 2 punctures in the last 3 years. So that's 2 punctures in probably like 35,000 kilometers. It's quite amazing. I'm really sold on these guys. And this is one thing to think about. Punctures are not fun. Depending on the weather, it's not great to be stuck on the side of the road changing a tube. But that's one other advantage of them, this puncture resistance. So what they claim for me is definitely true. And to show you to what extent, I'll show you a picture of a rim I just cracked last week. So this rim hit a stone going down a rough gravel trail, and the rim cracked, but I didn't get a puncture. I didn't get a pinch puncture, but I cracked the carbon rim, which is a top rim from Syncross, which is the component brand of Scott. And the guy at the shop said he rarely saw a rim crack like this. But I cracked the rim and I didn't get a puncture. So I was able to ride back to my car about 6 kilometers on this rough gravel road without a puncture. So this for me was just a proof that these guys are really bomb proof. It was amazing. And the last or the third advantage of those is that they don't lose air. When you blow up your pump up your butyl tubes, you have to do it every day. because they lose air and then they get out of the range you want them to be, maybe 10 15 psi a day, which is quite significant. With those, you normally would need to pump your tires back up once a week. They lose maybe 1-2 psi a day. It's really amazing how the difference between the two. So you don't have to check your tires all the time, and even if you forget, to pump up the tires in the morning, you know that you're not far off from where they were the day before. So that's also another advantage of these tubes. So I really, for me, there's no turning back. These tubes are really strong. They keep their air, and they are very light. So a lot of advantages. Of course, they're pricier, but in the long run, I think they become cheaper than butyl tubes, which puncture very easily. You can get pinch punctures, quite easily, and these are really, really strong. I remember another occasion where I actually hit a big pothole, so both rims hit hard, and I actually injured my fingers underneath the shifters from hitting the metal parts from this, and nothing happened. So I was able to continue to ride, no pinch puncture. This was in Kuwait. It was really, really a strong hit. Nothing happened, and I was able to continue to ride. So again, for me, these inner tubes, I have more experience with the tubolitos, but with the Pirellis that I have now here in Canada, in my road tires, 32 millimeter road tires, I still had no issues as well. So I guess they are also as good, but I can't vouch for the Pirelli as much as I can vouch for the Tubelito. And this is not sponsored. I don't get any money or any free products from them, but to be honest, this is a great product, and you should really consider if you want to have good tires, that you don't need to get to these very puncture resistant tires that are having higher rolling resistance, because the inner tube will be much better, and you can ride then these faster, less rolling resistant tires on your bike and have a good puncture protection. So again, I hope this helps, and this is my own perspective on this topic, and I hope that it will help you make some decisions in the future regarding your road bike. All right, have a good day.